mic. I'm way too far away to be testing the mic. Way too many chords. Chords upon chords upon chords. All right. Boom. Boom. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. All right. How's that camera look? Okay. You know what, I think maybe based off of the game, I should probably move my box a little. Maybe make it a little smaller. You don't need to see my fat head, do you? I don't think that's very helpful to anything. All right. I think we are set. Let me fix this sound so the mic is not in my ears. There we go. This way it's only in your ears, so I can babble, and it doesn't affect me at all because it's only output for me, no input. I like it. I like it like that. All right, let's rock. I'm gonna go ahead and continue my adventures on the official servers. When last we met our intrepid hero, he had just survived going through a shipwreck, completing a task for a trooper, an honorary trooper at a trading post, and building his first bike. There's just something magical about coffee. All right, what do we got here? I got backpack is, I guess it's not too bad. Let's empty my blood. I don't really have any room, so let's drink. Okay, and then let's deposit the rest of that blood. And then let us go forth and complete some missions. So now, you know, I got up to the part of the game where you finally get a little bit of freedom. Finally get your bike, and we are out in the action. You know what? I think I will move the camera now that I'm looking at the screen. Let's put me up there. Let's put baby in the other corner, just so everyone can see everything. All right, I probably should do this refinery thing. I'm gonna need a little bit more copper. Let me get some copper here. I did get some cool upgrades. I don't know if you can tell by this cutter, but it's no longer a little weak cutter. I need copper now because I've reached the, I guess kind of like still tier 1, but the stronger tier 1 items. Builds that need it. There's some copper. But I was able to find some cool recipes and unlock them. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you look at, let's say, research, let's look at some things here. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Here, stars. All right, so these are special rare items that you can find at different places. Now see how it has the numbers 0 and 1? This basically means a permit. You have a blueprint, you can go ahead and make it at least one time, or as many numbers of blueprints as you have. You can then sell them on the market. So if you find some really cool items, or you have access to rare blueprints to make items, you can put them on the market and other players can buy them. Or of course you can make it for yourself. But you can only make as many items as you actually have. I think they're called Emperor Writs. Let's see. Yeah, Imperial Permits. It's many Imperial Permits basically gives you permission to craft this because it's a special item by the lore. So I was able to craft some stuff, which is pretty cool. So I got a special short blade called Caleb's Drinker, which allows me to draw blood as I'm fighting. And that is pretty damn handy. And then I'm much more happier about this. I love the gathering and crafting. So I'm super excited about Slim's cutter and getting this out. So that is pretty cool. You know what? I think it might actually, maybe I will make this and sell this on the market and see how much. No, I don't have any spice infused copper dust. Now, since this isn't the beta, they have opened up the pilot, basically the taxi, to get around different places. And once I get to the trading place, maybe I'll do that. Now with the vehicles are pretty cool. I actually should have recorded some of that. My fault. Because you actually build the individual pieces. For here, hit the vehicle selection. You build the individual pieces, and then of course there's different modules, like you can have an extra seat so you can carry some people. There's another one here for inventory. It's cool stuff I say. Let's go ahead and just max that out, and then let's go turn this in while that is getting done. We're gonna head to Proving Grounds. I finished a quest for the trooper, and this should unlock the trooper. Oh, is that it way off in the distance? Oh, that's pretty cool if that's what that is. Let's see if I can, you know, hide from these police out there, the Sardaukar troopers. I will tell you right away, you see how the worm sign right here at the bottom went straight to orange, not white. Woo! That's fun. It's because you make so much noise. Over here is a little bit of a shipwreck, kind of like a special point of interest. Nice. I like that. Headlights? Oh, I do have headlights. Another jump. Boom, for glory. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. As much as I would love to stop and gather and hunt, I'm going to keep going. Uh-oh. Ah! This may have been a mistake. Oh. Yes, this is the dungeon. I went to the dungeon, not the trading post. Oh! That is very cool. I do like that they show that here and there. Keeping you in line, as it were. There's the trading post. I will head there. Oh, that's nice. That's a cool... Nice. It looks like a California apartment on the coast. That's nice. I like it. I like it like that. Alright, trading post. Where were you? There you are. Okay, so exciting times today. Now there's probably a good push with the questing to lead you to the next area. But I think I'm going to do everything here. Make sure I discover everything here. Because that is what I like to do. Alright, around all these rocks. These people that build houses in the middle of the fucking roadway, that really makes me want to PvP. Absolutely. Hey, awesome. Thanks, Hawking. Kingdom 345. Is that like a Stitch? 626? I guess I don't even know where I'm going. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's go ahead. Now that I have a vehicle, I can partake of this little garage. Now they built this because there was feedback that vehicles were getting destroyed during sandstorms. Um, oh, like this poor little bugger here. That is a destroyed player's bike, if you're wondering. All right, what do we got here? You, sir. Let's see what he has to say.
Back again, like the sour tang of rancid wine.
Love the nice things you say about me.
It's over then. Good. Did they deserve to die? Who knows? But the deed is done regardless. Oh, they took me to a bar. Got me drunk on spice beer and plied me with samuta. When the battle started, I could barely walk. Killing them changes nothing of who I am. But sour wine and sour vengeance are both to my tastes. Now shut your mouth and let me train you.
Yes, sir.
I'd swear you're a fully trained trooper pulling one over on me. I can't figure out the angle on such a scam. Who are you? Nah, I don't want to know.
Okay. I have now opened up the trooper skill tree, which is here. Lots of cool things. Now the trooper is, well, really good at just movement and really great at guns. But what we want is Shigawire Claw. We're going to learn this now, because this allows me, what is this? Use your abilities more often. Yes, we will take that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and equip that here. Now this is one of the great abilities with, you know, compared with like Spencer Dash, other things like that.
Sandstorm is approaching.
Allows you to get all over the place. All right, you want to see something cool? Oh, this is great. Okay, so there's a storm approaching. Let's see if we can see where from. Look at the size of this map. Love it. All right, so there's the storm. Okay. All right. I don't know what the number means. I think lower number is okay. Higher number is worse. I don't know. I don't know if it's like hurricanes in real life. Okay, so as the storm comes through, this is the center. So there's kind of like a radius around it. These places will actually go ahead and start to prepare. Oh, there it is. Look at it. Absolutely massive. As it gets closer, they're going to close things up. I think they need to work on the NPCs, getting the NPCs to actually act to the storm too. It's nice that the building does, but what about the people? That kind of ruins the immersion, just a touch, because we have the immersive parts of the doors, but we don't have the immersive parts of the characters, the actors. Oh, that one's coming in. Good stuff. Oh, they changed it or updated it since beta. That's awesome. Okay.
Sector weather alert.
I take it back. That is badass. I really enjoy that. It's such a simple thing. No, don't go back out there. I'm nuts. Okay. Maybe it needs a little work. But there it is. I got excited. I was chastising and then got excited, and now I'm going to chastise again. Roller coaster of emotions. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, look how big that storm is. This is the center. It just sweeps through everything. Now, this isn't a storm that destroys things. Well, it can. If you're not shielded, it can destroy your base. And it'll destroy you too if you don't seek shelter. But in the deep desert, there's a different storm that happens once a week. It just wipes everything out. Basically resets the entire area, which is the end game area. And the end game is, it's a combination of things. You know, they're still gathering, crafting, but what it does is every week, it just creates new points of interest. Things are moved around, resource nodes, spice blooms, the dungeons, the research labs in this case. They're all different and changed. They have a whole list of things that they randomly throw in there for the deep desert. And this is to ensure that there's continual exploration, continual things to do. So the deep desert has a small PvE area. It's small. It's like, 3 large sections, and then the rest is PvP. But it's kind of like a combination of, every week, new dungeons coming out, battle royale, PvP events, team extraction events. They really did a great combination, I think. But we'll find out. Once I get there, I will let you know. Okay, now this is the pilots, and I haven't experienced any of those other cities. So if you'd like to come along with me, I'm going to go ahead and give them a try now. Yeah.
Music to my ears. Where do you want to go? Well, the Harkonnens love their docking fees, so that's going to cost a little extra.
All right, let's do it. I got money.
All right. Doctor's on the roof. Let's get out of here.
Okay. I was hoping it showed me the taxi going through. Okay. All right. Marco Village. Thank you, taxi. Let's take a look around. Wow. Just the entire atmosphere. This is so different than in the desert. It's very nice. I like that. Okay. You can see these are the Harkonnen style buildings. A lot of these are the tile sets you'll be able to do. Let's start from the front and then work our way back. What do you think? Okay, all right, so there's an invisible wall here. I guess that's just to automatically take me there. I can't visit the airstrip. Okay, all right, let's check this out. Non-climbable. You guys look kind of badass. Okay, I'm glad nothing bad happened there. All right, let's talk to you. Let's see what you have to say to me, tough guy.
No credentials? Then beat it. I don't have time to waste on you.
All right. That's probably once you choose a house. Let's see what's on the other side.
Something approaches me. In order to determine if it is an aid or an impediment to my plans, I must dissect it. Mentally, of course.
Of course.
You remain of little interest. For the moment.
Oh, Peter, is that the All right, let's check that out. I don't know where to check out stuffs. Okay, all right. I'm gonna continue on. I'm very excited about exploring this. Just think of the cool stuff you can build. So the Harkonnens are very hardcore. They only care about the results and success. So as you can tell, they have no problems enslaving people. Look at all these prisoners. These are not cuddly folks at all. They're not nice, they're not kind, they're not gentle. If you're looking for teddy bears, well, first off, you're really in the wrong universe. The Dune universe by itself is not anywhere nice as kind of. Oh, is this their vehicle? Look at that bad boy. Yes, I like it. All right. Early hair follicles are very rare. Harkonnen house. Okay. Oh, another player. Boom. Okay. What do you got?
Yes, I see you. State your business. This is not the den of leisure and luxury it appears to be. I am busy. What do you want? That remains to be seen. What I can do is provide access to certain resources, or the tools to mine them yourself. If you have already got all that, I can set you up with what you need to start refining those resources.
Very nice. Okay.
Grigori Harkonnen is the village lord. Has been for nearly 2 centuries.
2 centuries. Oh.
But since the destruction of Karthik, Glosuraban often appears. Much to Grigori's displeasure, it is said.
Raban. He is fierce, strong. He's like the type of he's the type of person you don't want to come face to face to in the street, much less say in a dark alley. He is just tough and a badass.
One can easily imagine a fair number of reasons. Glosuraban is not a subtle man.
Not subtle at all.
He's whatever do
Ah!
you mean?
I clicked too fast.
I merely said it would be a pleasure to assist you. Now, let us get on with it before you're accidentally struck with a welding laser. This can be a dangerous area. That depends on what you are looking for, friend. Whether I tell you or not depends on how generous I'm feeling at that moment.
Ah, what is this? I can bribe her? I don't even know what this is going to result in. Let's find out.
I will tell you this much. There is plenty of salvage in the area. It is more useful than the name implies, and a resource that is near to my heart. I am always interested in articles of that type. Come see me anytime, and I will give you a price above all others.
That really wasn't much help. She just kind of like ripped me off.
That wasn't much Solari.
Oh, I called her out. I was like, I just gave you 1,000 Solari and you gave me crap? And she's like, that really wasn't a lot of money. Okay.
Now? I think you had better try again another time. I'm feeling unappreciated.
All right, let's see what you got. Blank sync chart. Okay, so this allows you to, this is another way you can make money. Because the maps are changing all the time, you can have players who are cartographers who will go out, scout, find areas, and then basically copy their map onto this item called a sync chart, and then they can sell it or trade it with guild members. That's another part of, I guess, the exploration part of the game that comes into play, which is pretty cool. Really being able to, I just love the idea of wiping the map and then going out and exploring, and it creates a continuous bit of fun, I think, for me. I love Conan. I have hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in Conan Exiles Survivor game. There's 2 maps. That's it. It's just a great game. It's fun. It's good to explore. And I think to myself, what if that parts of that map were reset and things were changed around, new things appearing up? Easily, 5,000, 10,000 hours into that. All right, let's see if she has anything unique. No. Okay. What I was looking for was, like anything like furniture, housing. Oh, look at your little cloak. That looks very intricate. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's just a light. Everything is so new. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is this? How on earth?
I see you. I see you. Just a moment. I mean no offense by my delay. My limbs do not respond as quickly as they once did. You will be wanting a dram of my water. Is that right? I trace my blood through theirs, yes. But we here have grown far from our brothers and sisters out in the far reaches of the desert. I myself have never even seen the inside of a siege. Oh, I know nothing of their world, but understand, a location is of no use to you. You will find nothing if they do not wish to be found. Fortunate for someone like you. Meeting them would be only the beginning of your troubles.
Well, thanks for that vote of confidence.
This is their world, their home. Outfriend bring nothing but misery. To the Fremen, you may serve only as water for the tribe.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that wonderful upbeat.
Oh, I have lived here all my life. Even so, I don't think I can tell you very much. My father knew so much of this place, a story for every moment. He was a fine man.
Where's your dad?
It's been Harco village since before I was born. But my father told me that not much before my time. It was called Gerona, before the Harkonnen came.
Where the Harkonnen came.
Their name is lost to my memory, but many riches they had. My father spoke of them many times. I remember because he wished the Harkonnen never came. Father said life before the Harkonnen was hard, but not cruel. The Harkonnen changed everything. But it's all I've ever known.
Okay. What else did Dad say?
Oh, so many, many things. Old stories of our people, songs he taught me. But there was one thing I still remember, because it always set my mind to dreaming. I'll say, but only if you never tell another. I will trust you.
Oh, tell me your secrets. They are safe with me. Look at this face. Would I lie to you?
He said that Harco hides a great secret. I know every old place has secrets, but this was different. If you find it, you'll tell me, won't you?
You will be the first person I tell. I promise. And I didn't hesitate at all. Oh, she literally only sells a cup order. Okay. Good to know, good to know. People walking around. Armor. I do like it, you know, as you walk through. What's up, beggars? You're gonna get yourself shot. There is activity. There's a theme. I really like it in what I'm seeing so far, is that there's a theme to the place. Is this really that huge? Oh my goodness, it really is this huge. Okay. All right. Let's go back and talk to these guys. So what I'm saying is, I like that there's definitely thematic elements in the style of this place, but not everybody is a carbon copy of each other. I really, really like that. I can't stress enough at how nice that is. Sure, the Harkonnens look alike. Okay, I gotcha. A bald guy just walked by while I was looking at another bald guy, almost as if to disprove me, but instead, it just proved at how correct I was right. How correct I was right? You know what I'm trying to say. Stop making me talk. It's too early.
Hello. If you're planning to head out to collect spice, I have all that you need. Is it not the reason we are all here? Spice is life, but more importantly, spice is wealth. With spice, everything is possible, and it's right out there for the taking. If you can avoid everything that will kill you, which is everything. Avoid? Everywhere is as good as any to get yourself murdered on Arrakis. But you might want to avoid anything promising something worse than death. No, friend, that is not all. But I don't have all day to go through the list, do I? I will tell you this. Don't listen to a word from Asmara Effendi or any of her smuggler comrades. At least the scavengers know they are scavengers. Smugglers are hardly any different. But that is not how they see it. According to them, any trade not claimed by a house is theirs. Like they are the only legitimate thieves in this world. Little emperors they are. But never mind, that is a small matter. And you have greater things ahead.
Little emperors. I kind of like that phrasing.
Of course. Though I can see why you might think otherwise. I don't look like those other sand eaters, right? Too young, too clean. Yes, I will admit I'm spending less time on the dunes these days. To be honest, I've done well for myself, and prospecting's more of a sideline now.
Oh, very nice, very nice. He's done well for himself. I admire that.
Eager to get out there, are we? I know very well how you feel. The riches you've dreamt of seem within reach, don't they? Well, you still have some distance to cover. When you first start out, you will be able to do little more than grab it with your hands, but you won't get much that way. It tends to slip through the fingers. It's best to get a static compactor. Well, down the road, when you're ready, we can talk about getting your hands on a crawler. That is all there is to it. Where there are worms, there is spice. Plenty right here. But the deep desert, out beyond the shield wall, is where the real fortunes lie. For the time being, I would leave that to the adults. You had best cut your teeth within reach of Harko. Just watch for those purple spice blows, and get in quick.
Okay, all right. Let's see what you got. Spice beer. Oh, is this where the food stuff comes in? Okay. That was some of my developmental feedback, as it were, from the beta, is that I was missing the agricultural, the cooking component, as well as the husbandry and the animal taming that comes with survival games. I really hope that's something they introduce.
I'm going to stop you right there and say straight off that for any repair, construction, or renovation job, I'm booked solid through the next 8 months. So don't even ask. Best I can do is maybe let you have a few supplies, what little I can get my hands on, that is. War's great for repair work, but the supply chain's as gone as the Fremen.
Okay. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Trome bedroom. That's lights. Nice, nice. Okay, I don't care about you. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to spend some money here. What's that? 10,000, 15, 18,000, 23,000. Okay, 23,000 Solaris to finish the set and to be able to start decorating properly. Thank you so much. Yes, a donkey. Nothing back there. I feel like there is. Oh, Landsrat stuff. What? Let's go check out the Landsrat stuff. Do we gain access? Let me in, let me in. I wanna go in. More vendors. Oh, that's a definite change in atmosphere right there. Okay. Well, sitting is nice. Being able to interact and do something. Even better. I'm just gonna walk in. How do I change the walk? Running all over just seems out of place. Ah, number lock. There we go. Of course it's number lock. It's usually number lock or backslash. Number lock is not working. Okay. And let's go ahead and check. See if that makes it work. That is not working at all. I wonder if I have a different setup, something that says like always sprint. It could be overpowering. Camera shakes. Camera shakes. I do enough of that on my own. I don't know what it is. I think my mouse is a little bit too sensitive, so sometimes when I go to aim, it's just small movements moving all over the place. It's horrible. I look like a frightened cat. Oh, hello.
Yes? What can I do for you? You are right. This is a Harkonnen place. If I were still with my unit, I would not survive long here. Now the Harkonnen regard me with hateful indifference. A status I have won by no easy means. That, my friend, is for another time. Try to stay alive until then, if you are able.
Dude, I like your mustache.
There remain some local town Fremen. You could ask one of them. Of course, they will tell you nothing.
Of course.
Yes, no. What that lot believes is as hard to grasp as the water they rob. They claim to be Fremen, but also despise the Fremen. Perhaps you can untangle their minds. But be mindful. Their leader, Nana, may not be Saidina, but it's certain that she is powerful. She has a strong hold on her believers.
Okay. Good chat. Are you just drunk? Okay. You look important and pompous. I would like to smack you. All right. Universal truths. Oh, jeez. No, this is not the corner I want to be in. Discarded vials. You see that in real life or in game. Walk away. It's not the area you want to be in for safety, okay? Oh, hello. Hello. This looks cozy. What is this? Okay. All right, you look a little hollow. Okay. Can I come behind the bar? You're gonna get shot? Oh, hello.
Welcome to Hanovar's. Follow 3 simple rules and you'll have a good time. Rule number 1. We maintain a segregated lounge. You must stay within your own designated cast area. The Na Familia will not abide a low-born interloper, and I don't want to hear the bitching. This rule is for your own protection. They sit around waiting for any excuse to invoke Canley and kill you where you stand. Rule number 2. All drinks cost what they cost. You pay up front, no haggling and no discounts for any Harkonnens. Don't even ask. Rule number 3, stay out of the back room. It's off limits. I'm Anushka Hanovar. This is my place.
I really want to go to the back room now that it's forbidden.
Because you've never been to my home world. Every millimeter of stonecrete, every glass portal, And every shape beam in here is meant to invoke a unique construction detail found only on the ice planet, Lankivale. In truth, we are shamelessly borrowing from the renowned design mentat Hansia Einwald, but I like to think he would be flattered if he wasn't dead. The nautical theme and ornamentation celebrates our homeworld's most famous export, the magnificent and priceless furs of the great Beyondux Vale, the bones of which hang suspended above the beer hall as our dramatic centerpiece. This particular specimen was an especially infamous and fearsome beast known as Krasinok. Me? That's a good laugh. No, that would be my father, Ilyich. He was a whaleboat captain in his younger days. In fact, father was granted this place as a boon for catching the beast. Krasinok sent more than 30 boats to the bottom before father finally took it. 11 men and 4 limbs were lost in the 8-day running battle with the beast. Narrow harpoons bristling from its ivory hide like a hedgehog. A hide that now hangs behind the Baron's rather ample habitus as a fancy dress cape. At its heart, a village like any other. At least it was before they came. Grigori Harkonnen was an unusually agreeable village lord, especially for a
Unusually agreeable.
But then Carthage was destroyed, and all those great house bastards took up here in Harko. Glossu the Beast Raban and his snake of a mentat. A name I shall not utter lest his evil gaze turns upon me. Have to hand it to Grigory, though. He played it exactly right and stood aside before the beast could push him from the spire. I speak the truth, that is all. The beast can eat Yazla. Our loyalties were to Count Abelard Raban, not his demon son. The Count used to sail with father on whaling expeditions. It was Abelard who presented us with his beer hall in gratitude for ending Krasinok's reign of terror. But I think father looks at the boon as more of a retirement gift from an old friend for a life of loyal service.
Makes sense.
It said Glossu strangled his father to death with his bare hands. I pray it's not true, but it said that's how the beast got his name. Wise? No. But wisdom is in shorter supply than water on Arrakis. I say what I think, and there's nothing they can do about it.
I like that she's like, is it wise? Nope.
I know their big secret. A hidden truth about this town that would bury them all if it ever found the right ears. And they know I have contingencies in place, should anything happen to me or father.
Tell me more! I want to know more! What is the secret?
They can't do anything about it. But they know I'm stuck here. Father is too old to go anywhere else, and I won't leave him. So they've got me where they want me, until he's gone. But that's another conversation.
All right, okay. I kind of like the atmosphere of this place. I really like that. It's really great. You walk in, boom. This is like
the
a
same
club.
thing that happens to any poor savages that don't submit to the imperial yoke. My world had its own primitives that suffered the same fate. The ones who adapt survive. The Fremen have no chance against the Sardaukar.
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, raising the spice. Ah, some clothes, very nice. 10,000 Solari for a pair of shoes. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. I like the cosmetics. All right, thank you so much. Okay, and there is the tribute. All right, that was this bar, yes? There's something over there, I can see it. What I am referring to, just in case you can't see what I'm seeing. is that twirly thing. Could be a house sigil. I don't know. Could just be a sign. Could just be decoration. But I'm going to go and check it out. And wait. Oh, we can do emotes. Fantastic. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, all right, interesting. All right, secrets. Let's look for secrets. Oh, what is this? That is very cool. Are there secret doors here? Possibly. Possibly. Nothing I can get to. All right, let's get out of here. Music's a little too loud. I like that. I really like the transfer of. What a tough guy. The transfer of the atmosphere. Oh, I like that hat. Baron's Eye. Okay. Oh, that must be a house sigil. I'll go talk, introduce myself to this new house and find out who they are. Well, you guys have like your own buildings. What the hell is this? Oh, maybe this is oh, it's the Imperial symbol. Okay. All right, what's down here? Are these stairs? Anything hidden here? Are you a player? No, you're Sutter Car. I should not get in your face. Okay. Lo siento. I will back away. Okay, these are all Imperial folks. Yeah, you were just standing there waiting. I could tell by the way she was standing that there was something going on here.
Your face is known to me. Why do you meddle in my affairs?
Ah.
You forget yourself, plebeian. It is for I, the superior in social standing, to present the interrogatives. Withdraw from my presence. That is apology enough.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna talk to her again, and this time, I'm not gonna be so nice.
Not now. I am otherwise engaged. You forget yourself, plebeian. It is for I, the superior in social standing, to present the interrogatives.
Oh, she has a really big front teeth.
You haven't the slightest idea.
Oh, that's awesome. She compelled me to go away. She used the voice. I like that. All right, what do we got here? Who are you?
Welcome, stranger. What business have you with House Alexan?
Ooh. Tell me more about House
If
Alexan.
you haven't heard of House Alexan, you will soon. Our influence grows rapidly into hearts, minds, and most of all, stomachs. We're traditional farmers and producers. We feed half the Imperium at any given time and make sure that nobody from Mala to Noble goes hungry.
Well, that's a good way to be. Needed.
Oh, but you're wrong. Arrakis has the greatest crop of all, melange. A part of my mission here is to study the methods of harvesting and find options. Alas, I've said too much on this topic. Please, let's speak of other things.
Tell me about yourself.
The name is Graham Candace, diplomatic envoy for House Alexan. I think that's my title anyway. It's a bit complicated. Truth be told, I'm just a glorified farmer. More at ease with gourd seeds than politics. But they needed to send someone, and, well, here I am. Why am I here, you ask? Well, that's an easy one. One only has to gaze at the dull glow across the horizon for a quick answer. The Neo-Carthag project is our single largest client on Arrakis. The Mala contingent alone consumes more food than 2 cities the size of Arrakeen. Among other duties, such as meeting with people like you.
That definitely keeps you busy.
I'm not really the person to ask. You need to have signed a contract of allegiance to a major house to even participate, as I understand it.
Okay. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay. Are you wearing a hat, or you have really cool silver hair? What is that? Wow, nice. Nice head of hair on that old dude, huh? Same over here. All right. You look important.
Welcome, fellow citizen. How is it that the Imperial Tax Administratum can assist you today?
Taxes. You can't escape them, even in your fantasy games.
I am the duly appointed agent of the Imperial Tax Administratum, a small but critical cog in the mighty economic engine that drives our glorious Imperium ever forward. An engine, I may add, that requires a nearly incalculable and inexhaustible source of fuel to continue forward. And what do you think that fuel is? Of course, it's money. Indeed, your salary contributions, whether they be from property tithes, regional taxes, or the like, keep our great engine lurching ever forward. And it is my sacred duty to collect them. They are remitted to the Imperial Treasury to be dispersed as our great Padishah Emperor and his Mentat auditors see fit. I'm sure there's a war somewhere that needs paying for.
Oh, look at that. Honest bureaucrat. That's where the taxes really go.
There isn't much to tell. One provincial backwater is much the same as the next. Although, I'll admit, some are less desolate than others. While Harco has the makings of something more, I'm afraid that potential will never be realized under the current administration.
Nice.
While I'm certain that Count Raban has the village's best interests at heart, I'm afraid he is all consumed with the Neo-Carthag construction project. And unfortunately, Neo-Carthag is both over time and over budget, which leaves the Count with little bandwidth for village matters. And Harco suffers as a result. Why Count Raban doesn't simply restore the village's previous and rightful lord to the position is beyond me.
Man, people are not afraid to call out these Harkonnens, especially Raban. He is absolutely fierce. Read the books. Just the first one will be fine. He is such a badass. Okay. So the Neo-Carthag is a rebuilding of Carthag. Carthag, actually, if you listen to the Communique, there is a documentary that talks about what happened to Carthag and the horrible tragedy. I'm not going to ruin it, but check it out. I'll show you after this conversation where you can go and listen to it. But it's a nice part of the lore built into the game, and I like that they're bringing the rebuilding of Neo-Carthag into it. That's pretty cool.
It's Count Raban's own cousin, Grigori Harkonnen, a most agreeable and competent village headman, if there ever was. Grigori was the custodian of Harco long before the beast and his retinue arrived, and will be so again when Neo-Carthag is finally complete.
Okay.
Not even the Baron himself can predict that. No, the project has been plagued in every way possible. From sabotage to sandstorm damage to the theft of key construction materials, which are then offered back to Count Raban at an exorbitant markup. Thus far, Neo-Carthag has been an unmitigated disaster. Believe me, I've seen the books.
Okay. What happens if I don't want to pay my taxes?
I'm afraid that's a matter you would have to take up with the Imperial Bailiff Authority. In most cases, you would simply be given additional time to pay, at the end of which you would pay, or be remanded to a local debtor's prison until your outstanding balance was settled.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that second outcome mostly equates to the death penalty, or so I'm told. Apparently, the pox is rife within the dungeons, and one is not expected to survive very long. So pay those taxes.
Good advice. Taxes or death. No taxes due. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that interesting talk. What do we have over here? Books, scrolls. All right, a symbol. Oh, I want a cloak. I have a cloak. I know. I see it right there. Don't make fun of me. But look at his cloak. It looks regal. It's not a rugged outdoorsy cloak. I want an office cloak, I guess is what I'm saying. Oh, what's upstairs? This place is huge. You a guard? Yeah, you are. Look at that face. Okay. Not taking that wide collar. I like the hoods. Looking good. You little nosy bugger. What are you doing? Are you guys getting sage advice, or are you judging your teenager who's going through a hard time? Can't tell. There's an entire upstairs. Okay. I'm just going to check this side real quick, see if there's anyone to talk to and see what's going on. Like Harkonnen, getting a little tough conversation. All right, let's see what's over here. That symbol. Oh, it's a lion. Oh, nice. Very nice. Awesome. Thank you, Ole. Okay. Let's see. Unwavering loyalty. Uh-oh. Got some ping coming in. Huge ping numbers. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see that. All right. Weapons merchant. Vehicle vendor. What? Yes, my friend. Let us go to the vehicle vendor. Hey. Oh, noise. Okay. Okay. Looks like some action is over here. Is this another house? Alright, what house symbol is this? Or are you... Is that this coin? It's a Solari. Aye, that's probably the symbol for... Yes, for the exchange. Okay. So here's where you can sell things onto the market, which is pretty cool. Do you have anything really worth selling? I don't think so, but you know, let's... Can I make it less? Just 500? Okay. Insufficient banked Solaris. What does that mean? I need to put my money in the bank? Tell me how this works. That's your purpose, right?
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
You can store items.
How may I assist you? The Solari is the physical medium of exchange in the Imperium. It is circulated in myriad paper and coin denominations, or micro-Solaris as they are known in the Regency worlds. The Imperial economy relies on the Solari to facilitate transactions and fuel financial growth. No, the spice melange is a commodity. While it is the most valuable commodity in the known universe, its value is established in Solaris. Spice is bought in Solaris. It is sold in Solaris.
Wow. Yeah, she was so insulted that I didn't understand the difference between fiat and commodity. That is pretty awesome.
The simple answer is interstellar banking. As part of the Spacing Guild, the Guild Bank is able to utilize the Transport Guild's unmatched projection across the known universe. With this synergy, our Guild pursers are able to move any quantity of funds across any quantity of worlds. the power of interstellar commerce.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. All right. Unlocking lots of
Welcome.
codex.
Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris? How much Solaris would you like to deposit?
I don't know how this works, so I'm just going to see how this works. Maybe I can put this on. And now I made a deposit. Let's see how the market exchange. What's up, Lisa? Lisa or Liza? Like Liza Minnelli? How do you pronounce that? All right, let's see how this works. What was I going to sell? Yeah, something broken. Something I am not. Nice, nice. Chilling, chilling. I am checking out the Harco City in Dune Awakening. Very excited. That item cannot be listed for sale. Why can it not be listed? What about you? I wonder if it's because they are... Oh, they're listed. Okay. So there's an incorrect error message there. But... All right, Liz. What brings you by the stream today? Are you playing Dune? Now this game is doing fantastic. It is good stuff. Nobody have anything on the market? Okay. You guys do over here. Did the same thing. All right, so it's just a big auction house. Alrighty. All right, good to know. No, not yet. Are you gonna hop into it on the 10th? Ah, very cool. So this is one of the social hubs. It's called the City Harco, or I think they call it a village. It's a lot larger than I thought it was going to be, with lots of points of interest. So I'm just running around and exploring it before I get back to adventuring. Oh, I can't wait until I can build this bad boy. All right, we got a couple ways to go. Oh, that's tough. You working full-time or part-time? Yeah, oh. Police are in action. Beast Bend. I'm not sure this is the place I want to be. You look like you sell stuff. Yeah, I knew I could talk to you. You're blind.
I don't recognize the
Make sure you get some rest.
Footfalls. Who are you?
He's a swordmaster. Oh, nice, nice. Blind swordmaster. How badass is that? You got to make sure you balance that and take care of yourself. That doesn't mean stop. Continue working, continue studying, drive towards your goals, but also make sure you take a few minutes to breathe, relax. Ah, nice, nice. Keep that hustling. I like the finger guns. I don't know where that's from, but I'm probably going to steal that. All right, tell me about yourself, tough guy.
You find me felled by the slings and arrows of calamity, yet the universe will not let me die. I abide. I always abide. If you have eyes, I must appear a beggar, blind and broken. But once, I was a warrior, a sword master of Ginaz. Once, I was Seren Valen. Now, I am a walking mausoleum to his name.
Absolutely, Liz. Life is fantastic. So many opportunities. It's going to be tough at times. That's fine. You may not always achieve all your goals. That's all right. It happens. You just keep going. Keep busting your ass and chasing the dream. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Besides, failing can be fun. You can learn what not to do next time. All right, let's see. Tell me more about this. Oh, well, is your house wiped out?
From our homeworld on Gnaz, we trace our roots all the way back into the long ago, fighting the thinking machines in the Butlerian Jihad.
Okay, that sounds...
My house fell, defeated by House Moritani in the War of Assassins. I would be saddened if the same fate befell House Atreides.
Oh, I like a little bit of the history here. Is this the guy who trained the famous Duncan, Idaho?
That is who I was. In the days of honorable duels, shining steel, and laughter. As I crawl through the sand and shit of Harco, high ideals fade.
Man, this guy's story is, it's depressing me. I feel like I should, at least build him a shelter out in the sand. Here, dude, relax. Here you go. I'll bring you some food. All right, let's see what happened.
Betrayal upon betrayal made me, as you see. My enemies stripped everything from me, though they will not let me die.
Plans within plans. That's a Dune in the books, in the movies, of course. I think they say it as well. But that's something they continue to talk about. Plans within plans, within plans. Betrayal upon betrayal.
I do not. My trust in others is as mutilated as my body. The details of my betrayal are of no concern to you.
Okay, I'm going to ask him to tell me about swordmasters. Get a little background.
More than mere blade slingers, a swordmaster is a force unto themselves. They can repair force shields, plan military campaigns, and improvise weapons. A swordmaster is a thread to a grand tapestry, an ancient tradition, a celebration of human excellence, defying mediocrity and thinking machines. If there is romance in our image, it is not the glorification of violence, but the celebration of humanity in the face of the cold void.
Oh, that's a really good line. I like that. Am I going to insult him? I am not. I'm going to go ahead and say this.
If warfare is ever completely reduced to the pressing of a single dread button, then the Butlerian Jihad was for naught.
Uh-oh. We have a internet skip.
The great... That is who I was. In the days of honorable, would that your beliefs could alter my reality.
Yo, welcome
back. I
back.
still had the capacity to care what you believe. Betrayal upon betrayal made me, as you see. My enemies stripped everything from me, though they will not let me die. I do not. My trust in others.
If you're working it as hard as you're working, it probably needed a rest or restart too.
The details of my betrayal are of no concern to you.
All right, fantastic. Tell me
as you wish.
Can you teach me?
Oh, you're in dubious luck then. I am an adept of the Gnaz school. Millennia of martial knowledge distilled down to the broken form before you. Though I'm but a mangled memory of Saren Valen, a memory is enough to thrash you. Keep your distance. Seems there's an old custom on this cruel planet to cast the blind out among the dunes for burial by way of Wormbelly. Several curs accosted me to uphold that tradition. I scribed regret upon their flesh in so bold a signature as they won't soon forget. On guard.
Well, I get to use my deception trait here. No. And the reason I don't, Liz, is I have a lot of creative friends who would, well, depending on the day of the week, would either slay me for not getting their services, or they would fall into a deep depression and sadness and turn their back on me, like a cat who was mad at me, and I would have to, coax them back to friendship. So right now, I'm not looking for any designs, but if I did, I'd probably reach out to my inner circle first and then outside. But I would definitely keep you in mind. What kind of art do you do? What do you mean by designs? Practice your sales pitch. Go ahead and give me your 5-10 second elevator pitch in the chat. Tell me what you got. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this guy talk while you chat.
Really? Oh, that puts a smile on my bitter mouth and earns my kind regards, stranger. You've either received too little or too much training for me to be able to properly shape you.
Ah, okay. So I can't use him yet, but I know where he is. Fantastic. This looks a little dark and scary. Anything hidden back here? No, just a dark place to hang out. Oh, what's back here? I'll fix it. What are you, sleeping on the job? Come on, pal. Get this thing moving. All right. What do you got, engineer?
I knew you'd be back. Only a matter of time.
Wait, have we talked before? I don't think so.
I assume you mean the Samuta and not me. I am quite particular about my hygiene, my friend. Not myself, no. But after Mother died, my father found solace in the escape the drug provides. Now the little that is left of him yearns for nothing else. It is a dismal, blind alley to travel. Mind you keep clear of Samuta.
I just walk up to a stranger and ask him if he's a junkie? And then he gives me his family history? That's crazy.
Kahraman Reis is my name. Mechanic. Not the only one, but I'm the only one I'd recommend. There are a lot of people in Harko you don't want to deal with. Some would take the water right out of your mouth. This place has a way of making people mean. Ah, but I'm sure you mean what can we do for each other, huh?
Oh, what a clever way to say that.
Here,
I like that.
But also tools and packs for repair. I've got access to vehicle schematics, too. If any of that interests you, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
Let's see what he thinks about Harko.
Look around. This isn't a paradise like Chusuk. On Arrakis, every day is a battle. And Harko fights dirty. You can try to do the right thing, but eventually, like a worm, it pulls you down to where you're doing things you never thought you were capable of. It's a question of survival, and the shape it takes depends on the pressure applied. But listen to me, going on about pressure, ugh, I must have that jammed pneumatic stamp on my mind. You know, Einar's asked after it 3 times this week. Can you believe?
I like this guy.
What's on your mind?
All right, let's see what you got. Okay. All right, so it looks like high level stuff and mods, buggy hauls, buggy treads. Okay. Sand bike chassis. Oh, there's no blueprints. Those are the actual pieces. Okay. Vibration levels. Okay. Scanners, very nice. All this is a little too advanced for me. We really shouldn't grab any of this now. I think it jumped ahead by coming to the city. So I believe I will head back after I discover everything else. Okay, back to the center. Checked you out. Checked you out. Alright, let's check this place out over here. Let's go to the right. Look like a talkable person.
And what are you supposed to be?
Wow. Okay. Thanks for that insult, lady.
I am the one asking the questions. A trade implies an exchange of equal value. Show me yours, and I may show you mine. Let us start with who you are.
Oh, I like this. All right, let's do this.
You are a fool swimming in deeper waters than you know. If you're on Fenring's radar, someone is probably watching us right now.
I like how it's not, you can't talk to this person or you can't continue the quest or wait with the conversation. I like how they have the conversation. They're like, whoa, you're a peon. You're not supposed to be here yet. Whatever the systematic reason is, but they cover it in the lore. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Oh, here we go. Yeah. What is that? All right, let's see what you got, sir.
I've not seen you before.
Oh, ma'am.
Pray, what can you want from me? If you are asking where my allegiance lies, my sisters and brothers are smugglers. I'm with them. By being reliable. By being more than a common thief, like Einar over there.
Nobody likes Einar, huh?
Not the word I would use for that thieving addict. But yes, the spice prospector. Be wary of that one. Of that I have no doubt. He is the kind to put his hand in another's pocket and shout, "Thief!" Who can say? Perhaps they're in the sand. Perhaps not. Some say they will return with a storm.
Well, that would be a good story. That'd be a good way to come back. All right, we have. Nice, okay. Do these require reputation? Oh, yeah, okay. Huh. So it looks like it doesn't matter with... Well, this is kind of strange. So you can still buy the other faction items? Okay, interesting. You can buy portraits of the Emperor. That's fantastic. Okay, so the smugglers will have different... What are you for? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So the smugglers will provide the other faction items. Let me look through that
Still
again.
alive,
Just
are you?
okay. So there's the buggy variant. Hey. Sounds like a plan. All right. So you can get the medium variant. I'm not really sure. And what is the purpose in the factions? Because it looks like you can buy either or. I should check out the Atreides next. I think I'll do that after this city. Because if that is the case, I went that way last time. All right. What's through here? Oh, what is this? Oh, it's another exit. Oh, I didn't get to any of the Landstrat stuff. Looks like I discovered everything else. Okay, let's see if I can't find a taxi home. I love the floating lights. Okay, alright, so that'll just take me back. I gotta go back to the pilot to get back home and then continue. on my quest. Let me just check and see if... Oh, look at that. Is that where it came from before? Oh, this is new. Okay, good thing I came back. All right, talk to me. Is it me, or does she look like she served on the Rocinante?
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you? My name is Darina Danil. I have the distinct privilege of serving the Landsraad representatives of House Spined here on Arrakis. Though mine is a double calling. I'm also a chef sought out by the nobles of many houses. Good taste unites us.
Okay.
That is not untrue. Our society produces paragons among assassins and poisoners, as well as culinary masters. As you say, our food is that good. The things I can do with Maro's deer would make a paranoid man risk it all. Besides, ours is a society that cleaves to the laws of Kanli and the rules of conduct in the War of Assassins. We are that code's most devoted servants.
I bet you are.
Ours is a culture where politeness and coyness walk hand in hand. It is vulgar to say who is and who is not a practicing assassin. I will say that Harko Village offers multiple levels of opportunity for my house, not the least of which is the demand for a skilled chef. House Harkonnen is a house of appetites, after all.
That is true. Tell me more about your house.
From our homeworld of Drem, House Spined produces the finest assassins deployed throughout the Imperium. For a price.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of use out of this deception trait.
One without the other is unbalanced and slovenly. An ill-prepared meal without manners or class. We cleave to the laws of Kanli. We perfected the precepts of a war of assassins. Following these rules costs far less lives than open war. Our precise discipline in the art of death actually saves lives across the Imperium. The math does not lie. That is why we've come to Arrakis. Why we lobbied among the Landsraad for the conflict between Duke and Baron to be a war of assassins.
Okay, makes sense. I am going to back away before you offer me something to eat, and I die. Where am I? Ah, now I'm heading in the right direction. Are you another house? Yeah, you look talkable. I like your coat.
Welcome, stranger. If you come seeking treatment, I have all manner of locally sourced natural remedies for whatever ails you.
They were really afraid to give women breasts in this game. Hey, what do you got?
What is there to tell? I am a simple herbalist, plying my trade in a troubled world. Well, whoever told you that is mistaken. While I do offer healing services, they are of a simple naturopathic variety.
Just waving me off. Oh wait, go back. Let's
Welcome,
see what she has.
stranger. If you come, do not underestimate the potency of ground Zithtrakian antlion eggs. An amount no greater than the head of a pin can instigate the regeneration of necrotized tissue at the cellular level. On more primitive worlds, they believe it is magic.
What about you? Do you believe it is magic? Do you believe in magic? What are you guys doing over here? You look kind of talkable. You don't look approachable, but you do look as if you would be an NPC that I could talk to. All right, let's check out the Landsraad stuff, shall we? Look at this. These are all the... Oh, that's so cool. All the banners of the houses. Well, the minor houses, anyway. Let's see what you got.
Without a decree of the Landsraad favor, you waste not only your time,
but mine.
Wow, okay. I said, probably what they're all going to say. Let's talk to him first.
You are not recognized by the Landsrat.
Whoa,
Come
okay.
back if your fortune changes.
Oh, okay.
It seems the benevolence of the Landsrat does not shine upon you.
Again, I like the rejection here. It's not like you need this or you need that. It's a little bit of role play. It's a little bit of immersion.
It would seem the Lands...
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. Oh, I do like this Harkonnen set. All right, so what I haven't found is what is the point of being Harkonnen. In that, what do you get? Like, what is their faction rep? So I might have to play a little longer to figure out what that is, or what's that right there? Oh, it's the exit. I was like, what is this symbol over there?
No credentials.
Yeah, okay. All right. No credentials. I am credentialless. All right, let's go, pilot. Take me back home.
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you... Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. Mir's place? Yeah, I know it. Scavenger territory. Gonna cost you a few Solari. Thopter's always warmed up.
Okay, there we go. Boom. Again, I feel like the cutscenes are really short. Like, they made everything like 3 to 5 seconds instead of, you know, a really nice, enjoyable 5 to 10 seconds. Like the character creation, getting compelled. I think there can be more done with that. Okay. We are here. Where is my bike? I think I parked it. Hopefully it's still here, not stolen. All right. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the house. I love that, by the way. Honk, honk, honk. Woo! Oh! I like the way the bike reacts. Okay, I know it's not believable. I know it's not realistic, but that doesn't make it any less fun, okay? And that is the point, is it not? I'm gonna head back, empty my bags, and then I need some food. I'll take a break, get some breakfast, and then come back. Oh, I do like this house. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, did you hear that? That was a crashed ship. We'll show it on the map. It will not. Now, crashed ships have like special things, like materials or special blueprints. So getting to them is great, because the worms will come really fast. Let me grab this copper for the next couple things. The next couple tiers are going to require a lot of copper. So we'll grab copper. Oh. Keeping that fear. I gotcha. Keeping me on my toes. And this is the easy starting zone. Can you imagine? Well, we won't have to imagine. We'll be there soon, but the point remains. That's going to be pretty badass. I do like that background music. Oh, I love the jumping on the sand. Is where I'm gonna come? No, I'm good. I'm good. Can't catch me, worm. Can't catch me. Alright, let's head home, empty the bags, park, and then be on my way to get some food in real life. Where is my ugly little box house? Now you can build several places. You can have several different land claims. Just in case you were wondering. There we are. Do that. One thing that's pretty cool you can do is store your vehicle with an item, which is pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna empty my bags, and then I need to get some food in real life, or I may die. All right, let's go ahead and craft as much as I can. Look at this sad little house. It is so sad. What's up, cat? I absolutely am. How are you doing? 1 hour? Oh, we're good for 1 day. That's plenty of time. We'll add some more. Alright, what is in my bags and what is not going anywhere? Oh, I can't wait to get to the next storage level. These things are so small and tiny. How you doing, cat? Do you play? Are you looking to play? Automated poison snooper. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder what that's for. Alright, I need to build something. There's my construction tool. I am. Fabricators, refinery. There we go. Ah, it's beautiful. Beautiful game. Oh, I don't have really any room. I'll put you right here. Now, before you judge too harshly, I know it's tiny and I'm crushing it with all kinds of stuff, but it's just a temporary house, just enough to get started. Let's. I don't want to cross the gap yet. Unfortunately, Kat, you were just in time for me to take a break. I'm going to be signing off for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes or so, while I go ahead and get some breakfast in real life. But thank you for stopping by. I will be streaming a little later on. Nothing serious, just going through, playing the game, enjoying it, asking any questions anybody has. All right, thanks everybody. I am out. See if I can remember how to emote. Point, no. How do I change these? I'm sure there's a way to change this. All right, and away